this game at the end of the year as opposed to maybe the Ole Miss game that you had that game at the beginning?
Yeah, well, I think each game's a little different. I think the Ole Miss, probably no matter where we played them, with their talent and who they were, now we were in a different place. I mean, we're such a different team now than we were in that first game a year ago. I think what I'm most proud of the progress we've made. We're not where we want to be. And we should have won a couple more games, in my opinion. I thought we should have won a couple more last year. I probably think that every year. But now, anytime you go play, I knew, I wasn't kidding myself. I knew it was an uphill battle, and just being able to tackle the guys in space and just the size and length and speed. And, they played the same up-tempo, brand. And so, which creates, that's football today, And so, but now anytime you go play, it helps you. And again, proud of our group. I'm proud of, like I said, our goal now, try to keep our guys together. And I think we got a chance to have a really good team to do that.
That first quarter and a half or so, just the speed was kind of amazing. And then I thought your defense really settled in.
Well, we did. First drive, just 2 missed tackles, which is going to happen. I'm not sure a couple of those probably should have happened. A guy didn't see us, we should be able to tackle. But yeah, balls downfield, we play aggressively over there, so you'll get some single coverage stuff. But I'm with you. We got the 4th down stop. I even thought offensively we kind of settled in. And again, a little bit of who we are offensively makes it even more uphill against that group. Because I was proud of them. I thought, that's the place out there. We had to go right over the man, got beat. Man, we got to make that play. And the ball trade. The last slant. They brought the first defense back in, and I think he's going to score. And you got to make those plays in these games. We need to make those plays in SoCon games, but in these games they're that much more required, to have any kind of chance.
Given the kind of year he's had, given the kind of years he's had, it's nice to see Stone get an opportunity at this stage to show what he can do.
I agree. Well, I told our girls, I said, look, no calls are going to be made. They're not going to call. There will not be a holding call. I think they called one with 20 seconds going to half. But he battled, man. I think when he doesn't get enough credit in the run game, he's really productive in the run game. And again, we just got to get bigger and stronger. And there's some guys, Ty Cosrud we held because we tried to redshirt him. We wanted to redshirt him, so he didn't play. And that hurt us a little bit not having him in there. So we had a couple guys down like that. I'm proud of how our guys competed. I was disappointed how we finished the game.
I didn't finish the part of my question, I'm sorry. But yeah, you see a lot of guys with 15 sacks. You might have 27 tackles.
Yeah.
He's got 80 tackles this year.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I always say about defensive linemen, to see defensive linemen that have those many tackles. You can sacks can get hit. You can get a bunch in 2 or 3 games against bad opponents, and he's been productive in about every game he's played. Even seeing what he was seeing, going forward. So, and I think a bunch of those guys are starting to show up a little bit. I'd love to have Ryan Earl and again, we got to address some deficiencies. We certainly have. We still got to continue to look at some the X and O part of it and putting our guys in their best position. And I think a lot of it's just the position that in today's game, what you have to be able to do to be a championship football team, which is what we want to do.
So going into the offseason, every coach looks at it differently. I think you've been a guy that kind of likes to stack a little bit of depth on the lines. What will that look like during the offseason?
Well, we're in the high school early signing day. That's the purpose right now because all the other stuff you're not supposed to be able to do anything until the portal stuff goes. And I don't know how many spots. We don't have a ton of room in the January window because at the end of the day, you still have equivalencies and things. We're a little bit under scholarship, so we don't have as many spots. We'll address that. I'd really like to fill everyone you have in January, whether it be a high school kid or some type of a transfer. Probably in our case, more grad transfer. So again, looking at needs, where your needs are, and then maybe have a couple high school kids here early in January, and most of the ones would be summer.
Does the new rule helps though, like not having the second portal, because you kind of have a better idea of what you.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole purpose of it. I think the problem is where they couldn't. You know, you're trying to get guys in school, and it probably should be going on in December. And the big schools didn't want it that way because they wanted to navigate the other stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's kind of like I tell them when you had the 4-game rule about redshirting guys. I said I think there's a strategy. I haven't quite figured out what the strategy is yet, so we'll figure out what the strategy will be. You know, and again, we'll get back. Our guys are going to have Thanksgiving break. There's only a week. Again, I think there's less than 2 weeks of class, full class. So we'll address all those things.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah.